The purpose type selected at registration in Flagstar's Online 1003 will be based on if the borrower owns the land at the time of application. If the borrower does not own the land and will be purchasing it with the proceeds of the loan, then the construction loan purpose should be used. And if the borrowers already own the land at the time of application and are bringing it into the transaction, this would be the construction permanent loan purpose. Before we get into the loan-to-value calculation, there are a few more important terms we need to discuss: acquisition costs and appraised value. Acquisition cost is defined as the sum of all the cost of construction plus the purchase price of the lot, when the appraised value is defined as the completed value of the lot and improvements. As mentioned earlier, the loan-to-value calculation is based on the loan purpose. If the loan purpose is construction, where the borrowers are using the proceeds of the loan to purchase the land, the LTV will be calculated by dividing the loan amount by the total acquisition cost or appraised value, whichever is less. In the situation where the borrowers own the land and are bringing it into the transaction, the loan purpose would be construction permanent, and the LTV would be calculated by dividing the loan amount by the appraised value. A contingency requirement is in place for all construction loans. All new construction properties require a 5% contingency funds based on the total cost of improvements, excluding the cost or value of the land. This contingency should be added as part of the builder contract. The contingency may be waived if the borrower can document 10% additional reserves after the down payment. When these loans are used for renovation, all loans require a contingency reserve equal to at least 10% of the cost of renovations. This reserve must be included in the breakdown of the renovations. Refer to the product description for complete details. The conforming one close construction loan. This loan offers one closing with one set of fees. The product options include a 15 and 30-year loan options with construction terms of 9 and 12 months. When registering your loan with Flagstar, it is important to select the correct term so that the correct product displays at product selection. Here are two examples. For a 30-year fixed with a 9-month construction term, you would select a loan term of 369 months. And for a 15-year with a 12-month construction term, select a term of 192 months in order to get a 15-year loan with a 9-month construction term to populate at product selection. During the construction term, borrowers are only required to make an interest-only payment, and those payments will be based on the current amount drawn. Underwriting will qualify borrowers based on the full loan amount and the principal and interest payment. Once the construction period is over, the loan then converts to a fully amortizing loan. Primary and second homes are eligible. Soft costs, which can include architectural, engineering, and permit fees, may be financed, while closing costs may not. Full third-party builder contracts only, no do-it-yourself work, or no non-arm's length builder relationships allowed. The complete product description for the conforming one close construction product can be found in the Flagstar Seller's Guide, document 5717. Here, we are looking at the table for primary residences from the product description, which lists the maximum LTVs and minimum credit scores. Take a moment to review this table before moving on to the next slide. All conforming one close loans must receive a approve eligible response from the desktop underwriter. These construction loans are available up to the conforming loan limit for one-unit properties. Higher loan amounts are available if the high-cost loan limit is higher than the conforming loan limit. This table shows the maximum LTVs and minimum credit scores for second homes. Once you've reviewed this information, click to advance the presentation. The borrower can already own the lot or include the purchase of the lot in the new construction loan. Eligible properties include one-unit site-built homes, modular homes, which allows for the contract of the purchase of the home and materials from a builder, and a separate contract for a general contractor to put the home together. In this case, 2 contracts are allowed, as well as properties built in a PUD, detached condos, or site condo development. Rural properties up to 20 acres. Also eligible are properties where construction has already begun. However, they are subject to a title company approval to ensure all the work completed prior to closing. Ineligible properties include manufactured homes, condos, and properties with more than 20 acres. See the product description for the complete list of ineligible properties. An adjustment is applied to the Fannie Mae fixed 15 or 30 year to achieve the rate for the conforming one close. The adjustment is based on the length of the construction term. If you are pricing the loan in our online price quote tool or within the loan itself, these adjustments will be represented. During the construction term, borrowers are only required to make an interest-only payment, and those payments are based on the current amount drawn. Underwriting will qualify the borrowers based on the full loan amount and the principal and interest payment. To calculate the interest-only payment, use the construction interest rate, which is the locked note rate, plus 0.75. This construction rate is found in the lock confirmation, once the loan is locked. The 15 or 30-year term will begin once the construction of the home is complete. Let's walk through an example of how the interest rate works. If the rate is locked at 5% and the construction term adjustment is 0.75 for a 12-month term, making the note rate of 5.75. The rate during the construction period will be the note rate of 5.75 plus the construction period adjustment of 0.75 to make the rate during construction 6.5%. Payments will be interest only for the duration of the construction period. Once the home is completed, the payment will be modified to a fully amortizing principal and interest payment at the locked note rate, dropping the 0.75% construction term adjustment from the rate. During times of improved market rates at the completion of construction, an interest rate modification may be available. Borrowers will be in touch with the Flagstar Construction Department throughout the construction period. Prior to the conversion of the fully amortized period, the construction team will look to see if the borrowers would benefit from an interest rate modification. The construction department should be contacted for the current policy.